Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. Let's continue our math journeys. So, put your math hats on and let's get going. We're going to start off today with a little warm up with a story problem. So, I'm going to read this story problem to you. And I want you to really think about this. Mia has 3 pennies. Mia has 2 fewer pennies than Kim. How many pennies does Kim have? Let's think about what we do know. We know how many pennies Kim has. I'm sorry, Mia. I'm going to write the letter M for Mia. And it tells us right here that Mia has 3 pennies. 1, 2, 3. We also know that Mia has 2 fewer pennies than Kim. So I'm going to write Kim. And if Mia has 2 fewer than Kim, then we know Kim has to have more than 3. So I'm going to go ahead and move over 3 pennies for Kim because we know she has to have more than Mia. And so if Mia has 2 fewer pennies than Kim, that means that Kim has 2 more pennies than Mia. So let's count Kim's pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Kim has 5 pennies. And so there's 2 ways we can say this. We can say Mia has 2 fewer pennies than Kim, or we can say Kim has 2 more pennies than Mia. Good job. Got our brains warmed up. Now we're going to be moving on to what we're going to be learning this week. And this week, we are going to be talking about counting and combining things that come in groups of 2s, 5s, and 10s. So let's listen.
Counting by groups. You can count more quickly if you count by groups. Each time you say a number, you add another group. Each group must have the same number of objects in it.
Okay, so here we're counting fingers by 5s. And we know that on each hand we have 5 fingers.
Each hand has 5 fingers. You can count by 5 to find the total number of fingers. You say every 5th number when you count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20.
What would come after 20 when counting by 5s? 25. If you got that, kiss your brain.
Counting by groups. You can count by 2s to find the total number of shoes. You say every second number when you count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. You can count by 10s to find the total number of toes. You say every 10th number when you count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
What would come after 50? 60. Good. So now I'm going to show you a problem here and different strategies. So the question is, how many hands are there in a group of 8 people? And so we know that each person, we have 2 hands. And so we're going to be counting by 2s. So you can draw a picture like here, like the stick figures here. And you can count the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And remember, when you're counting by 2s, you are saying every second number. Here, you can count by 2s for each person. If there's 8 people, you can write numbers 1 through 8, and then simply count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Some other strategies. You can use objects, okay? Just like that. And you can use cubes like I did here. So each group of cubes, there's a set of 2. So there's 8 groups, and in each group, there's 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Same answer. Here, you can even use a math problem, math equations. You can add 2 for each person. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And you want to make sure that when you're doing that, that you have 8 2s. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I added 2 8 times. So I took it chunk by chunk. 2 plus 2, 4. I do my next set of 2. 2 plus 2, 4. And then the next set, 2 plus 2, 4. And the last set, 2 plus 2, 4. Then I want to add up 4 plus 4, 8. 4 plus 4, 8. Then 8 plus 8 is 16. So we got the same answer, same number. So there's 16 hands in a group of 8 children. Okay. Let's look here at the hundreds chart. So I have a 120s chart here. And for counting by 2s, I have this blue type of box around it. Counting by 5s is the yellow. So let's look when we count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Let's look at when we count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. You guys notice a pattern? Good, you should. So when you're counting by 5s, you know there's going to be a 5 in the ones place, a 5 or a 0. When you're counting by 2s, you're going to have some type of number with 2. So 2 is going to be an even number. So it can end in a 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, or a 0 when you're counting by 2s. So this is just an extra tool to help you. So your work for today is this. You're going to give it a try. Hands at home. Solve the problem. Show your work. Draw a picture of everyone who lives at home with you. Find out how many hands there are, okay? So how many hands that there are in your house. So you do your best. Make sure when you're doing your drawing, make sure it's nice and neat and that your teacher can read it, okay? And then once you do that, you can even try this out at the bottom. Do you have pets? Then try this. Find the total number of human hands and animal paws that are at home. You can do that on another sheet of paper. So you'll do human hands on this side, and then on another sheet, you can do the number of animal paws that you may have, okay? So do your best work. You can do this. Bye, boys and girls.